Hey Glam Dolls, welcome back to our channel. I hope you guys are fabulous today. I am so freaking excited. I have so much to go over with you guys today. We are going to do pretty much like 99% all Anastasia Beverly Hills makeup review. We are going to dig in and review some new makeup. If you watched my last haul, you will know that I ended up picking up the new ABH foundation. So I'm going to put that to the test and wear it out for you and see how it holds up. And not only did I get that, I also got the ABH setting powder in translucent. So we're going to try both these babies out and see if they are worth picking up and getting. Before we do that, I also went by Sephora today and ended up trying to go see if the new Norvina Volume 1, 2, and 3 palettes were in stock. They were not, so I just got Volume 3. That was all that's in stock. But what we're going to do a look with today is the Jackie Aina palette that I finally got my hands on, because it was sold out in stores where I live, and to be honest, I wasn't really in a rush to go get it. This one, however, just came out today. The 26th is when I'm filming this. And so I really wanted this one, and I wanted to just get all three at the same time, so I kind of waited. But since 1 and 2 were not in stock, I'm going to have to order them, and I kind of want to give each of these palettes their own moment. So stay tuned in the next day or so, and I'm going to do a review just on this palette alone. I feel like these palettes are so big and beautiful. They deserve their own moment, and we have so many products we're going to try out today that I have to just do it all, space it all out, The other thing that we're trying out that is not Anastasia Beverly Hills is the new Benefit boi-ing concealer. I've already been using the foundation and this concealer and the translucent powder just so I could get a feel of it, because I feel like foundations you can't have a first impression of. They always lie to you. Foundations will lie to you. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do some swatches really quick of the Jackie Aina palette, and then we're going to get into a look with it and putting on the foundation and stuff, and then we're going to do a wear test and see how these babies hold up throughout the day. Now, I also want to mention I do have a giveaway going on right now, and as you guys know, one winner will receive the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette and 2 sets of Morphe lashes. And the second prize winner will receive the Violet Voss Essentials eyeshadow palette and 2 pairs of Morphe lashes. And all you need to do to get an entry in today's video is comment down below and tell me, what is your favorite ABH product? And if you haven't tried anything by ABH, what is one of their products you would love to try? So comment that down below, and that will get you an entry. And if you haven't gotten an entry, your first entry in, go to my last video, which I will link right here for you guys somewhere around here. I will link right there. Go to there, and you're going to leave a comment in there as well. And tell me what your favorite summer product or your one summer Holy Grail product is. So go do that, and we're going to get into some swatching now with this baby right here. So while I am taking this gorgeous packaged baby out right now, I just want to say I am late to the Jackie Aina palette, because when I saw it online, I've got to be honest and spill a little tea here. I didn't even want to get it. And that's hard for me to say because I love ABH and I have every ABH palette. at least all of the ones that are like this size, you know. I collect them. And then I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get it because I am a collector, and I was just going to get it for the collection just to have it because I'm a collector and I'm addicted to makeup, and that's just what it is. But I went into the store last week to try to get it, and they were like, it's sold out here. You'd have to get it online. I'm like, I am not going to go through the trouble of ordering online. So I was like, you know what? It wasn't meant to be. Then I went into Sephora today to grab this baby, and Miss Thing happened to be there. So I walked over to the little display. There was one left, like it was meant to be. So then I saw the one on display, and I was like, yes, I do have most of these colors, but it is so freaking beautiful. And this is like the perfect fall time palette. So, you know, sis had to get it. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to swatch this baby really quick right now. I'm not going to go through each one by one really quick, but I am just going to swatch them all. You guys have probably seen this all over the place. I do want to mention this packaging, though, is the best packaging of any ABH palette they've come out with so far. I feel like this one's so much better because you can clean it a lot easier, because you know these get really messy. ABH powders just have kickback. That's what it is. But not only can you clean this a lot better, it is freaking beautiful. So let's go ahead and get into these swatches now. Okay, dolls. Here are the swatches. My swatch game was hella weak today, guys. Hella weak. These are the sloppiest, ugliest swatches. But after swatching these, I'm so glad I got this palette. I would have felt so dumb if I missed out on this palette. I don't think people realize just how beautiful these colors are. And yes, I have shades like these, but none quite like it. Look at this freaking foiled burgundy red. Look at that color. And this one right here, this is one of my favorites, that Zam. Oh my God, like, this camera does not do its justice. I am definitely using that today. And this one right here, Trust Issues. Oh, that is like the most perfect inner corner highlight ever. Just all of them. They're so beautiful. Even Soleil is gorgeous. The mattes are beautiful. Jackie did it with this one. I'm eating my words right now. Eating them. I am so glad I did not miss out on this palette, because I think I'm going to end up using this one like every damn day. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into some tutorials with this, and then we are going to go ahead and test out the ABH foundation. I'm going to go wash my face, and we are going to let this take us through our day and see how the foundation, concealer, powder, and this eyeshadow palette hold up through the day, y'all. So, let go. Okay, starting off with the Anastasia Illumination Foundation in the color 230, which ironically is the same color I am in Lancome's Teint Idole. And ironically, this also reminds me exactly for an exact dupe of Lancome's Teint Idole, but much cheaper with the price tag of like $36 or $38 at most. And Lancome Teint Idole is $55. So next we're going to go into the Benefit Boi-ing Concealer in shade number 3. And this claims to be full coverage and cakeless and creaseless. And a little bit of this does go a long way. So I'm going to use this to highlight the whole center of my face. And I would say that this is more of a medium coverage. It looks really full coverage here, but when you blend it out, I don't know, maybe it is more full coverage, but it doesn't feel full coverage or cakey, so the claims are true. And I have a lot of creases in my eyes, and as you can see, it's not creasing at all. And next, we're going to set everything down with the Anastasia translucent powder, and I'm using this to set my whole face because this foundation is very, very luminous. So I recommend, no matter your skin type, setting it down. This powder is blurring. It does make you a little bit white, so we are going to go in with the Marc Jacobs bronzer, but that powder also kind of has a light blurring effect, which I really love, and it doesn't look cakey, and I have really dry skin, especially now that the weather's starting to cool off a bit, and I noticed that it doesn't suck all the moisture out of my face, which I love. And since this is an ABH tutorial for the most part, we're going to use the ABH contour palette and just contour a little bit with the cheekbones, the hairline, and of course my jawline. I just did a quick contour and then I went back and blended it out with my bronzer brush so there's no harsh lines. And again, ABH Amrezy, since this is a ABH type of tutorial. And then Ofra Madison Miller little palette that I got on my Ipsy. I'm using the blush, which I really like a lot. And I'm going to do a quick tutorial with the Jackie Aina palette. Starting off, we're going to use Ginger. And this is so amazing because, as you saw, so pigmented, but look how amazing it blends out. It just blended out amazingly. So I did pick up a little bit more just to deepen it up and then went back in, but you can blend it out as light as you want or as dark as you want. And I also ran that on the lower lash line as well. And then next, I'm going to take Edges, which is this beautiful reddish terracotta color, and popping that like on the inner corner area and dragging that to about the center of the eye and just blending that in there to kind of give that like a burnt woodsy look. And then to deepen everything up, we're going to take Credit just on the outer corner, the outer V. And I also took it about a fourth of the way on my lower lash line as well to give it a little bit of a smokiness and just define my eyes a little bit. And again, this one just blended out with such great ease. I barely had to blend at all, and it just flawless. I also took Credit on my lower lash line about, I would say, half to 3/4 of the way in to the inner corner, leaving the inner corner open. And we're going to top the rest of the inner corner off with Zam and take that about half of the way in to meet that nice terracotta edges color. And Zam, oh my God, this deserves that name because it is like glitter, but hardly any fallout at all. And then I took Trust Issues on the inner corner, and it looks white in the pan, but once you get it on, it is super gold and glittery. Now I'm just running the Trustique black liner on my upper lash line and lower lash line and popping on Morphe Calabasas lashes. And then we're just going to go ahead and set the face with the Skindinavia setting spray to top off. Okay, dolls, I am all done with my face. Now I am going to go do my hair, and I will see you guys to check in. So far, love this foundation, but I can't wait to show you guys the end of the day to see if this holds up or ends in a puddle of oil. So stay tuned. Okay, dolls, so we are back at the end of the day. It's about 8 p.m. right now, literally 7:52. We're at the very end of the day before I'm ready to go wash my face off. And we're going to get into my final thoughts on all of these amazing products. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the foundations first. My overall thoughts on it is, I don't know if you guys can tell on here because my face is very, very glowy. For an illumination foundation, I am so shocked that after like 12 hours that my face looks luminous but doesn't feel very like gross, you know, and oily. My face looks so alive and just just so good. And it's not thick or heavy. I'm not kidding when I say this, you guys. This is literally my favorite foundation now. My all-time favorite, hands down. And you guys know, I have tried like damn near every foundation on the market. If you've been with my channel for a while, you know I am the foundation channel, and I have tried so many. This right here is my favorite. And at the price point for a higher end foundation, it's like what, $36, $38? It's less than $40. And to me, with what I normally spend on foundations, where Dior was my favorite, and I'm spending $60 on foundations, to save $20, over $20, I am like, oh, so excited. So I'm in love. Anastasia, Beverly Hills, you guys killed it with this. I do think if you have oily skin, this would honestly, for a luminous foundation, this would be your best bet, but you're going to really want to set it. I don't know if it'll go the length that it does for me, but I do tend to have an oily T-zone right now. And around my nose and mouth, it's held up amazing. But I know there's some people who have much oilier skin than I do. And I still think if you want a dewy look, this would be the only one I would trust to do that for you. It's freaking beautiful, you guys. And for the setting powder, you guys, I am not even throwing dubs on it. No cap when I say this is the best setting powder on the market. Let me yell it louder for the people in the back. Best setting powder for girls with dry skin. I want to say that. I don't think if you have oily skin that this is going to keep you matte all day. I don't. But for those of us who have dry skin, who are looking for, or combo skin, who are looking for one that's not going to make us look super dried out and suck the moisture out of our skin, this is that setting powder. It sets everything down and still lets you look all natural and fresh. No caking. This is the best baking powder for dry skin ever. Ever. I'm in love, you guys. In love with this powder. I feel like I finally found something that like works. Again, powders are something I've gone through a lot of as well. And this has just literally skyrocketed to the top of my list because it is so amazing. 2 thumbs up on both those products. Hands down, thumbs up, all of the above. Amazing. Next was the Benefit Boi-ing concealer. This one I do give 2 thumbs up on. It is truly creaseless. I put this on, and as you can see, I have a lot of folds in my eyes, a lot of wrinkles because I'm an old hag, and it's just the shape of my eyes as well. That's just how it is. And this concealer does not crease on me. Like if I go a little bit without setting it, it doesn't start creasing up really bad. This one holds itself, and this is the first one that I have seen be truly like creaseless. The only thing is, my only thing with this is it is not very full coverage. I would say this is a more medium, on the medium light coverage. It is not full coverage, but I think that's how they keep it from not being cakey, but they do say right here, full coverage. I don't think it's full coverage at all. I think what I have done with it over the last week is I will use this and a little bit of the L'Oreal Infallible concealer to give it a little bit more coverage. I put a couple dots in and just put a couple dots in underneath and blend it all together, and it'll still give me the cake list that I need, but give me a little bit more coverage. But for the days that I don't want a lot of coverage and don't have like super bad dark circles or puffiness, this is amazing. So that is my only qualms with that one. Now, I wasn't going to really throw this in as a review, but might as well. let's just talk about the Jackie Aina Anastasia Beverly Hills palette really quick. Overall, it ended up being a very beautiful palette. It is not one, however, I feel that you need to run out and get. I am glad as a collector that I did get it, but I'm pretty sure that if you buy quite a bit of eyeshadows, or if you have even, most of Anastasia's palettes, you're not going to need this. If you have Norvina's palette, you got most of the purples. If you have Modern Renaissance, you have like the pinky reds. And if you have any of her palettes, you have a lot of these orangey, type bronzy colors as well. So I don't feel that this is a need, but again, it is limited edition and I am a collector, so I have to have it. But the formula is, she messed up with the Prism and Subculture palettes with those formulas, but she went right back with Soft Glam. And ever since then, the formula has been really, really consistent. And this formula in this palette is amazing. Like the glitter eyeshadows that I put on, I didn't have to wet the brush at all, and it just went on, and I didn't have glitter just falling everywhere. And normally there's a lot of kickback with her palettes, so I was very pleasantly surprised with this one. It is an amazing palette, just not a must-have. I do give it 2 thumbs up though. So that is all I have for you guys today. Make sure you guys go and get entered into the giveaway to win one of 2 palettes, either the Jawbreaker palette or the Violet Voss Essentials palette, and you will win some Morphe lashes as well. And all you got to do is comment down below. So make sure you guys do that and earn an entry. And I will be back in a couple of days with the Norvina Volume 3 tutorial and review. So stay tuned for that. And I also bought some very gimmicky skincare tool products that I also want to review for you guys as well. So I will see you guys very, very soon. Love you so much. Bye. Mwah.